Hey guys, this is Jessica Lynn of JessicaLynnOriginal.com, and today we're going to use the Brothers ScanNCut in conjunction with our Brentwood Owl pirate stamps to make a really cool mermaid inspired card. So these are the papers that I picked. I kind of picked a pastel, greens and pink kind of full collection of colors. So I'm going to try and stay in that color scheme. It's not a color series that I typically work with, but I thought, you know what, let's try to do something a little different. So the first thing I did is I went on my Brothers ScanNCut, and I do have down below, I'll put, how to use a Brothers ScanNCut a little bit more if you have any questions. But what I did is they already have set up shape templates. So I used the circle, decided on a 1.5 inch size circle, and then you can see I put 4 different sheets of paper on there, set up my layout so that I could have them all cut at the same time, and now I'm just letting it do its thing. So basically it says, cool, here's the spots you set up circles to be cut. I'm going to go ahead and just cut those, and because I used just a little bit of tape, if you look on the top there, that silver tape, none of the sheets of paper moved at all, which was really nice. So now what I can do is just pull up those 4x6 sheets of paper, and you can see it leaves all the perfect 1.5 circumference circles on my Brothers ScanNCut mat. So once I have all of the circles taken off my Brothers ScanNCut mat, I'm going to go ahead and just make a little pile and sort them by color. So now I'm going to start scaling them up at the bottom like scales. So you can see I'm just mix and matching the patterns, and I'll be really honest, I think maybe I should have probably picked paper that wasn't so close in one family. Like maybe I should have used one that was primarily green, one that was primarily like a peachy pink, one that was black, and one that was white or something. But because I picked so many so close in the same family, I think it loses a little bit of it. Now I did, I'm just going to crease this edge really nice so that I can work with this. And I'm just using my Tombow glue, and I'm just putting some glue on the back, and then what I'm doing is stacking them. And then when I start the second row, I'll start the center of the circle, lining it up with the edge of the card so that the scales will offset each other, if that makes sense. It'll make more sense once you see it start to actually come to life. once I have them all scaled, I went ahead and just used the top part of one of the sheets of paper that I didn't use, and you can see I just made it almost like a waistband. We'll call it a waistband to hold the scales, so all the scales show up down below. Just a side note, don't forget to sign the back of the cards that you make, because remember, they're your creations, and how fun is that when, you know, another generation down the road finds a card that grandma, great-grandma, grandpa, whomever made, that they can then share with their family. So don't forget to sign them. Now I have a whole bunch of extra circles. Awesome. I have a little bin, and I would highly encourage you to get just a little plastic tote bin. And you can go in and just toss all of your little scraps in there. You'd be surprised how often you'll use it. Then the other thing I'm going to do, because I have a brother ScanNCut, I don't offer die cuts through JessicaLynnOriginal, but my brother ScanNCut will find all the edges for me. So again, here's a great example. I just had this little tiny white sheet of cardstock, and rather than wasting a whole page that I have to run through the brother ScanNCut, I'm going to go ahead, I always end up with ink on my fingers, I'm going to go ahead, stamp up our Brentwood Owl Mermaid, and then I'm going to stamp her on this tiny little piece of cardstock. And let me just go ahead and stamp her on there. There we go. Push a little bit. There we go. And what I love is this is the first time that stamp for me had been stamped, and look at how beautiful that is. Oh, beautiful lines. So what's cool is that that was a scrap piece of paper. I can then take it, run it through my brother's ScanNCut, it'll find those lines, and I didn't have to waste a whole sheet of cardstock. Again, one of the things I love, and I don't work for Brother ScanNCut, but I do love my machine, is that I don't have to pay for die cuts for every single stamp set or digital stamp set that I purchase. It will find those lines for me, and then look at it, added a perfect 0.04 around the edge of the image, which I love because it's perfect. And even when I do fussy cutting, I can never cut it out that perfect. So it's exciting to see it cut that way. All right, so now the next thing I'm going to do, let me just zoom in here. I'm going to go ahead and color her in Copic markers. I will try to show you the colors on the caps as I can. And what I did was I pulled all the markers that match this color scheme. She ended up a little bit darker than I'd like, although maybe she was just out with a lot of sun, you know what I mean? But I think she's really cute and colored in. She looks just fabulous, so I will be quiet so you can watch me color away. Now that she is all colored and attached, I'm going to go ahead and add a sentiment. And the sentiment that I thought would be perfect for this card, let me just scroll down here a little bit, is I love it. I think it just looks, it's perfect. Do what makes your soul happy. Now, I will throw one thing out there, and you can see my Copic markers bled a little bit, and that is because this cardstock that I found, downside, right, is not a very good quality cardstock, so it all bled a little bit. But even with that being said, I still think it looks pretty darn cute. I'm just going to go ahead and throw some glue on her and get her all set so that she's now in her permanent spot. And again, I just use foam risers for those of you that have watched my channel before. Here at JessicaLynnOriginal, I love the foam risers. I think they just add a little extra something to any card. Little shadow, and boom, she is ready to go. Well, I just want to take a moment and just say thank you so much for watching this video. I would love to see your scale mermaid inspired card. Be sure to link it down below. I'd love to see it. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. If you have never visited our channel before, please go ahead and click the subscribe button down at the bottom. We would love to have you join us again on future videos with JessicaLynnOriginal.com. Also, this stamp set is available at our website, so be sure to pick it up. And if you notice the pirate, he actually is our logo, so quite fun there as well. Thank you again, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. Take care.